You want to be there for the people that you care about the most, but when your job is making you choose between your family or your employment, it's a little bit dehumanizing.
You know, part of being able to stay in a job is knowing that you're valued and that things are predictable and reliable. Fair Workweek was meant to help companies become better at doing the work that holds people to a job, keeps them there longer, finds it more sustainable. In 2018, Philadelphia City Council passed the most expansive Fair Workweek law in the nation, focusing on the things that we can't control at the municipal level, which was the right for people to know their schedules in advance, to have the right to access full-time work, and to ensure that their time is as valuable off the job as it was on the job.
My name's Kari. I was a worker at Dollar General. The Fair Workweek law was supposed to be in full effect, but the job I worked at refused to follow up on it, and it impacted my life and the life of my families and my neighbors as well, because I had a lot of people who depended on me. And if I told them, hey, I'm gonna help you on this and this day, but all of a sudden I'm getting a call from my job saying, you're scheduled for today, why aren't you here? You're about 15 minutes late. I'm like, schedule said this. And it's like, no, we updated it last night. Well, now I look irresponsible. I look like I'm undependable for my family and for my friends who want my help. And then I have to make a decision of, am I gonna focus on my schoolwork right now because I was in college at the time as well? Or am I gonna go to work and make sure that I have a roof over my head for tomorrow?
So when you get called in at the last minute, when you have to figure out daycare, when you're caring for an elderly parent, or you're figuring out transportation and transit, or you're paying late fees if you're held longer at work, this impacts your time when you're not on the job. The people that you work with can form a family and a nucleus, and you've been an incredible advocate for all of them.
It's like they didn't fully recognize that was in effect because they haven't seen it in effect. Because Dollar General,
Sure.
Or not just Dollar General, a whole bunch of stores in the Philadelphia region were just not abiding by the law, and morale was low. They felt replaceable still. And then new people would get hired at my job, and then they would quit because they didn't like the work environment, and partially because the store's not following the law.
People should know that this city is looking out for all of you, and there's more that we can and should do, but we should partner together on the laws that we have on the books and ensure that they are enforced, that they're vibrant and they're alive, and that they make for stronger workforces. They make for stronger companies, they make for a stronger economy, and they make for a stronger city.
If we could all just have a roof over our heads and food in our stomachs, with a way without having to worry about, oh, am I gonna miss something? Am I gonna miss my daughter's basketball game, or am I gonna miss this or that? You wanna be there with your family, and you wanna have a Fair Work Week.